Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dalton from the Petrol List, and you'll have to accept my apology for the fact that it sounds like Jurassic Park out here. It's the morning, and it really does sound like there's gonna be like a dinosaur creeping up behind me. So you guys, let me know if you see one so I can get out of here. But there's big news. Estebon Ocon has been let go from Alpine. Typically, I only do one video per week, and that's for sustainability purposes. I've not been tracking Estebon Ocon a whole lot. I had to do a little bit of research before this video so I could put out the proper information. But he's been known for seemingly desperate attempts to defend against his own teammates and aggression toward them at huge costs to his own team, Alpine. If you rewind, he almost ruined Alpine's relationship, he did ruin Alpine's relationship with Fernando Alonso, and he was trying to ruin Gasly's as well. Well, that backfired on him because Gasly's still at Alpine, and Estebon Ocon is going to be out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of really simple scenarios in what I think could be next for him. Haas is out for him because a lineup like him and K-Mag, they would drive each other literally up the wall. Both have an aggressive and unyielding driving style, but at least K-Mag has demonstrated that he's a team player. So that and the fact that with Hülkenberg gone, it really sets up the stage for Oliver Biermann, who's well primed to eventually go to Ferrari, to come up and study under K-Mag for a little while. I think that is a great scenario for Haas. I don't think Haas is going to ignore that anytime soon. I still think that Sauber/Audi is the best place for Carlos Sainz. Whether or not Carlos Sainz believes that to be true is yet to be seen, but let's face it, he's running out of options, and Sauber might be and should be where he's going to go next. Sauber Audi is probably out of the runnings for Ocon. Mercedes scenario, George Russell and Estebon Ocon are essentially the same driver. They're both highly skilled, highly talented, but they're both highly emotional, highly egotistical, and aggressive against their own teammates. Also, since former Mercedes AMG CEO, the big actual Mercedes, Dieter Zieck, I think that's how you pronounce it, retired in 2019, Mercedes has clearly not really cared for Formula One. I mean, the new CEO, Ola Kalenius, is well known for not giving a crap about F1. He's not cared about the sport, and basically, I don't even think he cares for car design or customer desires, but that's a whole nother story. And I think this is part of the reason why Toto Wolff is so desperate for a fresh, young Lewis Hamilton style driver, aka Kimi Antonelli, because I'm starting to believe that Toto Wolff doesn't possess the skills to successfully manage a Formula One team. And as I was thinking about it, I was thinking, that could be, that could be like a reason in secret that he didn't support Lewis Hamilton's Mercedes F1 contract desires, because Lewis Hamilton, as an ambassador for the Mercedes F1 team and Mercedes in general, he could probably outshine Toto Wolff. Toto Wolff probably knew that, and while they are friends, while they were co-workers for a long time, I don't think Toto Wolff would welcome the threat to his career and reputation of having a former 7.5-time, world champion outshine his role, his legacy at Formula One, or at Mercedes rather. So a whole host of reasons why Estebon Ocon would be out. Toto Wolff doesn't need that smoke. He doesn't want that smoke. He just wants another protege, another phenom driver who's young and hungry to come in and basically take over the reins of the team in a low-key fashion in the same way that Lewis Hamilton did. So this leaves Red Bull. I think this is the most likely scenario. Hear me out. Let's not forget, Ocon is a great driver whose ego has now been put in check. Red Bull has a torture chamber in the bottom of their HQ that they use to break hot-headed yet talented drivers and rebuild them for Red Bull's purposes. Yuki Tsunoda is one of them. Checo Perez is another. And they even rehabbed Daniel Ricciardo to a certain extent to use him for their purposes. Let's not forget, when he left Renault and went to McLaren, he was a phenomenal prospect and a rising star in Formula One world. And now he's just happy to be at the VCARB team. I can see them doing the same thing to Estebon Ocon. And, you know, they love to experiment with rogue talent over there. So here's the thing. If nobody picks up Ocon by the end of the season, I can see them picking up Ocon at a discounted price, or even as a reserved driver used to threaten both Perez and Ricciardo for their seats, or even as a spare lead driver should Verstappen get completely freaked out about the departure of Adrian Newey. So I think that if I was Christian Horner, I'd be like, heck yeah, let me set my iPhone for the end of the season, put a little reminder, call Ocon if he's not been picked up by anybody. That's the move I'd make. Let's bet on it. No, I don't bet. But yeah, let's fictionally bet on it. I think that's where Ocon is going. He's too talented to completely let go, but I think Red Bull has it in him to snap his ego in half and put him in the seat that they want him to be in and have him do Red Bull's bidding. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, I'm out.